Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. We take a closer look at Russell Wilson, the Pro Bowl quarterback in his 7th season out of Wisconsin.
So knowing the style of offenses Seattle favored or has favored during Russell Wilson's time there, raise your hand if you thought you'd see him lead the league in touchdown passes.
My hand's down right now.
That's what I thought. He only had 21 in 2016, so we didn't see that part coming. The Seahawks missed the playoffs for the first time in Russell Wilson's tenure last season, but expect that to change going forward.
Yeah, 34 touchdown passes last year on the heels of the 21 you mentioned the season before. Now Wilson on first down, and his first look is incomplete. And we take a look at the offense for the Seahawks.
And that means my eyes go to Doug Baldwin out on the perimeter. He plays the game so hard and with such passion, but also plays it skillfully. Only one drop last season on his way to another Pro Bowl season.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. The former #1 overall pick leads them out there. Jared Goff in his 3rd season now as the quarterback of the Rams.
It always comes down to the talent of a player first, but never underestimate what good coaching can do for you as well. How about Jared Goff, 0-7 as a rookie to 11-4 in an NFC West title in his 2nd season? The arrival of Sean McVay and his staff, they really jumped up his game. 28 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions in 2017.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, It's nothing but room to run.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
I'm eager to take a look at wide receiver Brandon Cooks because I love a guy who can go deep and catch the football. And what he did in 2017 with the Patriots and Tom Brady, 16 catches, over 20 yards each, averaged nearly 17 yards per catch for the season.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And out across midfield down to the 45. The gain of 39 that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st down, it's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Quarterback Shaquille Griffin had a nice rookie year in large part because he was never intimidated. And that came from Richard Sherman, who tutored him in 2017 and said he noticed that early about the young guy, and they just turned him loose.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Goff. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Charles, I want you to analyze the Seahawks' playoff chances here as they come out for this next drive. Look, I think it's safe to say they're not going to catch the Rams. They're not going to win the division. But how about their playoff hopes as far as a wild card goes?
But they're going to need some help along the way, I think, from other teams, other divisions, but it's not lost yet. Russell Wilson gives you an opportunity every time you take the field. The offensive line playing way better than expected. They're running the football like the Seahawks of old, led by Chris Carson. And that defense, not a lot of recognizable names, but playing at a pretty decent level, somewhat what we suspected in preseason, that Pete Carroll was excited about having a bunch of no-names that maybe he could mold again. And I think that's what we're seeing with Seattle. Right now, tracking towards being a 500 team. If they can put together a 3-game winning streak somewhere, they could have a shot at it.
And if you're looking at the end of the season, great news for the Seahawks. 4 of their last 5 games at home. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
And Ndamukong Suh was an all-pro when he was with the Detroit Lions in 2013, 2014. Many people think that maybe he might either be slowing down or not playing at the same level. My eyes tell me he's still playing at an elite level, still destroying the interior of an offense, can get to the quarterback, crush a run game, you name it. Ndamukong Suh can do it, and how about how durable he is? Hasn't missed a game since 2011.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now, the Los Angeles Rams, they continue to be a great story this season. A solid team. That wonderful start, although they did lose Week 9, obviously, to New Orleans. So the 72 Dolphins celebrated again.
Yeah, they got a chance to hug it out and still be the last team to go undefeated in modern football. 17-0 that team was, but let's face it, no one shedding any tears for the Rams after that loss to New Orleans. They still have weapons galore on offense, a stout defensive front led by Aaron Donald, leading their division. They're aiming for the playoffs, and as all their moves in the offseason and during the season, picking up Dante Fowler Jr. to rush the passer, they're shooting for the Super Bowl.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 1st down L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
That definitely sets up a much more difficult 3rd down.
Yeah, you figure 2nd and 2. One they thought they could pick up. Now you're facing 3rd and 4.
Yeah, got to give the front 7 a lot of credit for making that play. I'm just starting to wonder, partner, is 2nd and short also a throwing down in the NFL now?
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Kupp. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle. The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. This is Carson. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold them.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. Oh, 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Goff. Oh, some strong running. High throw, but the catch is made. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. Goff now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Now Goff on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Southern California right after this. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Goff again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Wilson, and that's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. To throw is Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third and long. It's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And time for us to spotlight Doug Baldwin. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson escapes the defender. This complete to Lockett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. 2nd quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. They begin with a run by Penny, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, he hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the handoff, it's Gurley. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Goff now looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Wilson on 1st down. Incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Wilson now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Leaves it for Petty. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Cut! By 20!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Dixon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He lets it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 58 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. On 1st down, it's gone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flipped the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. After the interception, here's Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Breaks through the contact. And Dixon over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Wilson. Open man, it's Madden. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. Offense. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still 1st down.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. On third down, Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he was struggling a bit, misses a couple, and he bangs a really long one through.
And Brandon, doesn't it just figure? He'd had a few misses, as you noted, but his coach had confidence to run him back out there and let him bomb away from long distance. And this time, he puts it through.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Rams on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson, and Dixon has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Carson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run again with Carson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. So a lot rides now on the big left leg of Sebastian Janikowski. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Janikowski bangs it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. Now Goff on 1st down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Goff. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Seattle. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. So as you see the numbers, a very uncharacteristic start, but he's been more characteristic as of late.
And usually we're seeing a very good start out of him because, let's face it, he's one of the best out there. But when he does have a start, as we just saw, would you call it uncharacteristic? You know mentally he's not that worried about it. He knows how good he is and figures he's going to get back on the beam real fast.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's gone. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. He's back to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Goff now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Partner, is that a little sweet justice for Super Bowl 49 right there?
You know nothing can ever erase the total sting, but that has to feel good, right? To flip it around, be on their own 1-yard line defending, and come up with the interception.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. They run it with Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop him with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now here's Michael Dixon, and you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie it.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done, You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes, if the opening's there. Someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3. Put that on the board and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. Now it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. One last throw here for Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And that's how this one ends. In dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.